Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. For the last couple of weeks, Aaron and I have talked about what we want to accomplish here on our farm, and we've made a couple of decisions. So why don't we take a little walk and I'll show you what we're planning on doing. Well, the first thing we decided to do is build a workshop in a garage. And we're going to do that right over in this area here. I need a workshop to work on any equipment that we purchase for the farm, and I also like to work on my cars and vehicles too. So I need a good place to do that. There's a company in town that builds metal buildings with timber-framed construction, and so we decided to go that route. They have several different plans, and so we looked at one that we liked and had a contractor pour a slab to fit that size. Part of their package includes all of the materials that you need. This is the timber package. And once the timber package has been assembled, then they'll ship in the metal for the sides and the roof, along with windows and doors. Also have a guy coming out to look at these Meridian bins. These bins look like they're pretty new, but I'm not sure when the last time they were used. But this guy will come out and he'll open them up, check the insides, make sure there's no mold or anything in there like that, clean out any debris that needs to come out, and make sure that they function properly. So as we head back over to the house, I'm sure you noticed this Mahindra Retriever parked in the yard. A friend of mine, Greg, had introduced me to a couple of the farmers. One of the farmers we spoke with said that he was getting a bigger Retriever. This is a two-seater. He needed a four-seater because his kids are getting pretty big now. And so he was going to let this go for a good price. He said it's only a couple years old, needs a little bit of work and cleaning up, but it seems to run pretty good. It is four-wheel drive. It's got a little diesel engine, so it's pretty strong to pull. It's got a tow hitch. It's also got a dump bed, and as I mentioned, four-wheel drive, so it's really a really nice machine. Have a lot of fun running around in it too. But it makes it easier to run around the farm because there's quite a bit of acreage here, and that way I don't have to drive my truck all over the place. Like I said, it seems like it runs pretty good, and the diesel engine will certainly have a lot of torque to pull a trailer or something if I need to. Let's run on up here to the shed. I talked with James, the young man who rents our rental house on the property there, works at the John Deere dealer. And James said that if I bring this tractor by, he'll be sure and take a look at it real good and see what might need to be done to it. It runs okay, but I want him to take a look at it, make sure it's working properly. I don't want to get in the middle of doing some work and have something go wrong with it. So we'll go ahead and get the tractor and take it over there to the dealer and let James get to work on it. Like I said, it sounds like it runs okay, but as you'll see, it's smoking quite a bit, so something's just not quite right in it. Other than that, it looks like it's okay. So let's run on over to the dealer and drop this thing off. After we drop this off, we'll come back and talk about what we're going to do with the fields here. We've made a couple of decisions on what we want to do. We're in it for the long haul, so we're not getting in any big hurry to get a lot accomplished. We've got a kind of a plan that we want to go by and take baby steps. We're trying to get into this just a little bit at a time, keep an eye on our money. Kind of handy being this close to the dealer too. Make sure I don't get run over out here. It's not a whole lot of traffic in this little town. I guess James has been working here for a few years now. We'll just park it right here in front of the door. Go in and talk to James for a minute. All right, James said it'll take a couple of days probably to go over it with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that everything's working like it should. I think that tractor's going to do pretty good. It's not the biggest one in the world, but it's not the smallest one. I think it's about 175 horsepower. Be nice to have something like this, but good Lord, how much does something like this cost? Not sure if I want to know. Anyway, I'm going to walk on back over to the house. We'll probably go ahead and bale most of this as hay, maybe wrap some of it for silage a little bit later in case we get a couple of beef cattle. We may decide, like I said before, to fence in an area here, get a couple of calves or something, and raise a little bit of beef cattle. That's the plan anyway, but like I said, it's just baby steps, and we want to get started slowly so that we don't overwhelm ourselves. The big field in the back that we lease, it was a corn field, so we know corn can grow pretty well back there, so we are probably going to go ahead and just plow that field because it needs plowing because there's still a lot of corn stubble there. And then we're just going to go ahead and plant some corn. We're not going to use the whole field just yet, but we're going to plant a little bit of corn over there and see how that goes for the next season. Go ahead and close this barn back up. Let's run on back over to the house. Probably going to need to look at some sort of hay storage. We may do something like that in this area here. Put up a shed or maybe I don't know, a small building or something to store hay in anticipation of having a corral and some horses. I'll probably end up putting a corral back in this area over here behind the house, so it's sort of close by, probably over in this area here. Maybe at some point in time adding a little chicken coop. Hopefully James will give me a call here a little bit later this afternoon and let me know what needs to be done to the tractor, how much it's going to cost, and when I might be able to pick it up. But for now, I've got a couple of other things to do inside to help Aaron get a few things organized in the house. Well, I just got a call from James that the tractor is ready. So I'm going to walk on over and pick it up. It's only been a couple of days since I dropped it off. He said they changed fluid filters, went ahead and replaced some belts and hoses, lubricated everything that was lubricatable, adjusted everything that was adjustable that needed adjusting. And it's in pretty good shape. It's running just fine now. So we'll run over and pick that thing up and probably run over and get some fuel. So we'll run on in here and talk to James and pay my bill and see how much everything costs me. Looks like it's pretty clean. Must have pressure washed it because it wasn't that clean when I brought it over, that's for sure. Well, it wasn't too bad. It sounds a little bit better, maybe. I bet it's not smoking nearly as much. Well, it's not even smoking at all. So, yeah, they did pressure wash it, he said, because they had to get all the dirt off of it in order to lube everything really good, too. So, one other thing I asked James about is there's some, he said this is all trade-in equipment that people have traded in to upgrade or whatever. But I wanted to see what the deal is on this plow. So James said that my tractor's big enough to pull this plow because this is about a 9-foot wide plowing width. And he said that tractor that I've got is big enough to pull that without too much strain. And they've agreed to rent it to me so that I can get my field started to plow. So let's run over here and get a little bit of fuel, and then we'll come back over and we're going to pick up that plow. Let's right on across here. All right, we got that done. Let's run back over and we'll pick that plow up and get over and get to work. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to plow all that stuff, but it ain't going to be fast, I'm sure. Probably take a couple of days to get it done. But what else have I got to do? Get out here and see what this thing will do. Well, it feels like it's pulling okay. We're only going about 5 or 6 miles an hour. And that's about a 9-foot wide path, so I'm not going to try to do the math on how long it's going to take, but there's only a few more hours of daylight today, and we'll do what we can do, and we'll hit the rest of it tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll see about getting my drone out and see if I can get that to work properly. There is a follow me feature on there that I can set it and it'll follow me wherever I go around the property. So we'll see if we can figure that out, but I'm not going to waste too much time to do that. I've got way too much plowing to do. So we'll see how much of this I can get done today. And then we'll get the rest of it tomorrow. Well, it's a little after 6 o'clock. I've been in this tractor almost all afternoon, and I'm a little tired. I've never been in a tractor this long. So I think I'm going to call it a day after I make this little run here. I got a good bit accomplished today. Quite a bit of this field has been plowed, but it's been a lot of work, 9 feet at a time. So I'm going to try to get a good night's sleep, get up early. Aaron's working a shift until midnight tonight, so I'm kind of on my own for dinner tonight. But I'm going to get a shower, get a little something to eat, and hit the bed early. Give Aaron a call, make sure she's doing okay, and then get up early tomorrow and hit it again. Probably going to take all of tomorrow to get this done. So let me head on over to the house and get the tractor parked and see about getting a nice hot shower. We'll pick it up again tomorrow. Well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I tried to sneak out as quietly as I could without waking Aaron up. I'm going to get over here and see about picking up where I left off yesterday. It'll be another long day. I think it's going to be cloudy most of the day, but we'll see if the sun pops out. After lunch, maybe, I'll see about getting the drone out and shooting a little bit of footage. Let's see if I can get back out here and get started again. Another long day. Lined up here a little bit. I think I'm in good shape. You never get 100%, but I'll get the best I can. Not sure what percentage of this field I got plowed yesterday, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more of it left. Well, the sun did pop out right after lunch, and I was able to get a little bit of drone footage. There's a lot of different things those drones can do, but I'm kind of taking my baby steps with that too. So I did get it to follow me around. Well, believe it or not, this is the last little stretch to be plowed under. There should be some sort of celebration here. There we go. The crows say, yeah, we're done. It's another long day, but it was worth it. We'll get this little farm going here at some point in time. And like I said, we're not going to plant this whole field with corn. We're going to block off a certain section of it. I'm going to get some lime down on it here in the next few weeks, and we'll be ready to get some corn planted next month. Well, thanks for watching, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell, you'll be notified when we post our next video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.